If you're thinking new year, new me, I want my space to feel totally brand new, but your budget is saying, that's not possible, don't worry, because I'm sharing 11 cheap and easy ways to upgrade your home decor this new year. And I'm sharing ideas you'll probably have never heard before, so be sure to keep on watching. Before we get into it though, I do want to say a huge thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video, but I'll tell you more about them later on. Let's get into it. Now, the first way you're going to refresh your home and trick yourself into thinking about brand new stuff is to rotate your furniture and your decor. So you're probably thinking, Kiva, what does that mean? Well, it is twofold. First, I want you to actually physically rotate your furniture. So switch up the layout in your living room or your bedroom or something like that. There are generally many different walls your sofa can sit on, different arrangement for your furniture. Of course, you want to make sure that you're maximizing walkways and that you're not obstructing anyone's path, but just totally shifting your furniture about can make you feel like the space is totally brand new. It's something that I do almost quarterly, and I think it's really going to help revolutionize your space. Now, if you do not have the means to move around your furniture, maybe your space is just so tricky and only one layout's going to work, you can rotate your decor. Think about it. You have throw pillows in your bedroom, you have them in maybe your sunroom, you have them in your living room. Switch where they are located. You don't need to have brand new stuff to have a brand new experience with that stuff. So maybe if I bring my pillows from my bed out here, I'm like, oh, I'm introducing a new color. It's a new texture. Maybe this is a little bit more moody than it was before. It's just a shift that gives you a brand new experience, and that's what it's all about. Of course, this extends to furniture, throw pillows, artwork, decorative accents, rugs, you name it. I will say, as you get to the bigger furniture pieces and the rugs, it becomes a little bit more laborious, so I say just switch up the small things. Now, this next tip is very similar to the first one, but it doesn't involve carrying anything to a new room, so I think you're really gonna like this, especially if you're feeling a little bit lazy this new year. I want you to actually redecorate your shelves. Now, normally you're following my shelf styling tip, which is the triangle rule. That means if you have something in the center of your top, you're gonna have things on the outside of your bottom and go on from there. Now, I want you to continue repeating that triangle, but you can flip that triangle upside down. You can switch which is in the center versus which is on the periphery. You can just rearrange those same things. Again, it's giving you a new experience with the same items. Maybe you have like some fun family photos, but they're at the base of the bookcase right now. Move them on upward. It's just going to give you a different experience when you're walking about, because think about it. We generally experience things at eye level, whatever that is. So eye level when we're sitting or eye level where we're standing. That means we're missing quite a number of things down at the bottom. So you may have decor and items in your home that you never really see, even though they're always on display. So this is a great way to mix it up. Now, this one may cost you a little bit of money, but I'm going to tell you how to keep it affordable. Tip number 3 is to add some fresh hardware. A big trend we're seeing in 2025 is the mixing of the metals. We're not just doing gold and silver. We're doing gold, silver, black, rose gold, all in the same place, and we're being a little bit more bold with it. In the past few years, people have said gold is out, silver is out. Well, now it is all in. So something you could do is you could take the same handles you already have and spray paint them or rub and buff them, and maybe you'll have gold handles in one place and then like a black faucet or a silver faucet or this or that. You're just going to layer on the different metals instead of sticking to just one. Spray paint is going to be your friend, rub and buff is going to be your friend. If you're going with black, you can just get like black hammered spray paint. It can really switch up the game, and hardware can be really cheap. You can get it at a store like IKEA or some type of online retailer for just a few dollars. Now, every single new year, I like to kind of do like an audit of my life. So I'm removing furniture, I'm removing this, I'm removing that, I'm getting rid of subscriptions, and I recently found out that I was being charged for 5 different streaming accounts, and 2 of them were the same company twice. I mean, can you believe that? Because I was having such a hard time keeping track of all my different subscriptions. You sign up, you forget, and you forget to cancel it, and you kind of keep it moving, but that money really adds up over time. That's why I love Rocket Money, and I do want to say a huge thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. Rocket Money is an all-in-one personal finance app that helps you lower bills, cancel subscriptions, and manage your money better. As I said, I love using Rocket Money to cancel subscriptions. I had 5 different streaming platforms. I don't need that many platforms, and there's so many things that you sign up for. Maybe you want the free trial, maybe you want this, you want that, and you forget to cancel them. Once you connect your bank account, Rocket Money identifies all your subscriptions in a single list. From there, you can identify the subscriptions that you don't want anymore, and Rocket Money can actually help you cancel them with just a few taps. Rocket Money can actually help negotiate your bills for you, from your cable bill to your phone bill. And there's no need to worry about those really long customer service calls, you know, those calls that often prevent you from negotiating the cost of those bills. Rocket Money has you covered. And all you have to do is let the app's negotiators work for you to get you the best possible rates. I also personally love that Rocket Money lets me know when I have a large transaction. So maybe I bought something expensive, or maybe there's like a wonky charge. I love that it notifies me so that I'm always aware of of what's going on with my own money. To save more and spend less and join the over 5 million Rocket Money members today, go to rocketmoney.com/DIY with KB or click the link in the description to get started for free today. Now, something I'm doing in my own home this new year to refresh my existing furniture is to add peel and stick wallpaper to it. So there are tons of really great peel and stick wallpapers now. They used to be a little bit lackluster, but now they have ones that look like real stone, real concrete, real this, real that. So add that to the top of a nightstand or a table or something like that. It can totally revolutionize the piece. I'm doing it to my nightstands. I'm going to make it look like I have Calicut marble on top of them when they are just plain wood. It's a small switch like that can be a very high impact upgrade. And again, you can get contact paper, you can get peel and stick wallpaper that's under $20. I love going to stores that sell wallpaper because normally in the clearance section, they have wallpaper patterns that didn't sell super well. Maybe they are pasted wallpaper, but you can just use normal glue or something like that to attach it to a piece of furniture. You don't have to do the same pasting that you might do if you're adhering that wallpaper to the wall. The next way to make your home feel brand new this new year is to change up the way that you are making your bed. I think that the bedroom has such a huge impact on our mental health. We've talked about that before in our videos, and I think switching up how we make our bed can be so healing. A style that I've seen a lot recently is people just using coverlets and stacking their pillows instead of doing tons of throw pillows and throws and all of that good stuff. It just makes making your bed a lot more low maintenance, and it makes it look beautiful almost instantly, which I think is going to be really healing and help you come up with those easy routines to maintain in the new year. I think when it comes to new year, we like come up with all of these resolutions, and then when we don't meet one, they kind of all fall apart. And I think one that people always come up with is to make their beds. Well, if you make your bed like this, it's going to be super easy peasy. You're going to be able to stick with it, and it might keep you motivated to keep your other resolutions as well. Now, this one is not one that I've heard before, but it's something that I do. A great way to refresh your home is to restain the frames that you have your artwork in. So a lot of the times we have raw wood frames. Maybe we got them from like a cheap store like IKEA or Amazon or Target or whatever, and we're kind of tired of the wood tone. We want something new. Of course, you can go out and buy new ones, but that does cost money. Lots of us have paint on hand. Lots of us have stain on hand from a prior DIY project. It's really easy to just kind of restain them and give them a new look. If you don't feel confident with your DIY abilities, again, you can use some of that peel and stick wallpaper to refresh a frame. You can use washi tape to refresh a frame, but I think a frame can really upgrade a space. Same thing goes with the mat of your painting. Something I saw actually on TikTok the other day, I'll try and find the person who I got the idea from, but she actually used leftover wallpaper as her mat and used that to kind of frame out her different photos. It was a great way to bring her design style into the artwork so that the artwork blended into the home a little bit more. And it was just a great way to make the same pictures and the same paintings feel brand new, because buying new art every single year just isn't practical. So this is a great way to, give it an update. Now, this one will cost a little bit of money, but chances are if you're on my channel, you probably have some of this laying around. But something else you can do is to switch out your stems. So right now you probably have winter stems, maybe you have pine or figs or something like that, which you had for the holiday season. Let's just switch them out. We can go to tulips, we can go to hydrangeas. We should switch over to flowers that we see more commonly in the springtime to kind of usher us into the springtime, even though it's like snow squalling out here in Pittsburgh today. We are just changing the vibe and making it a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more springy, to help the home feel like it is in a new chapter. The new year really is just the calendar keep going. It's just the same as the day prior, but we like to feel refreshed, and I think this is a great way to kind of switch up the tone. You can also do this not just with like your flowers, but incorporating a floral, springy floral scents into your home, whether that's via diffuser oils or via candles or something like that. That can also really shift the way your home feels. Now, this one is going to require you to be Bob the Builder or Bobbiana the Builder, but you are going to also repaint your doors. I think over the course of a year, our doors can get so scuffed and dirty and all of that. Give them a good wash, maybe repaint them, because we're saving our paint in our garage or somewhere else to give things a nice refresh. Just give it a fresh coat of paint. It is going to make the house look a lot better because we're not seeing the scuffs, we're not seeing all of that aging, and honestly, give your walls a wash as well. I think people forget how dirty walls can get over time. Just giving them a good rinse can honestly bring your paint color from like an eggshell color up to like a bright white. Again, that makes your home feel refreshed. I think telling you to repaint your entire home every year would be a totally ridiculous request, but washing your walls and maybe repainting the island, maybe you kicked it a bunch, or your front door can really help the space feel a lot better. And if you don't have leftover paint, always remember that you can get sample sizes from paint stores or hardware stores. They tend to be a lot more affordable. I actually saw this woman on TikTok who repaints like her door for every season. So red for Valentine's Day, green for St. Patrick's Day, this and that. I'm not saying do that, but it could be a really fun idea if you have a smaller space space and you want to zhuzh it up every season. Now, this is something that I did last night, and I think some of you are going to hate it and some of you are going to love it, and that's totally okay. But another way to upgrade your space, specifically your bedroom, is to switch out the blankets. So we're not just switching out the general blankets, we're actually laying these blankets over top of our headboard or on our footboard if we have them. It's just going to give it a whole new vibe. It's going to make it look like you have a new headboard or footboard without buying a brand new one, because that would again be an egregious thing to buy every year, plus they're very expensive. It just gives you a new feeling. You can get fabric from a fabric store, you can get them from IKEA, they sell fabric, you can get a cute sheet from wherever you like to buy bedding, maybe on discount, and drape it over the base of your bed. Of course, you need to wash it regularly, just like you should be wiping down your bed and vacuuming your bed and all that good stuff, but it can make it look like you have new furniture when you actually don't. It's a slight thing. I like to do it with faux fur because I love the texture of it. I love those faux fur beds, but I think that they're just like totally impractical to have. So this was able to give me that look without me having to break the bank, because I have tons of faux fur blankets anyway. This can also extend your living room. Drape a different blanket over the back of your sofa, drape a thin rug over the back of your sofa, just to give it a new fresh look. And the very last way to refresh your home this new year is to switch out your light bulbs. So light bulbs dim over time, and sometimes we don't even realize it, but we're burning them day in and day out. Putting in a new light bulb will help brighten the space. It will give it new life. It'll illuminate the space better. It will just make the space feel brand new. You think that, you know, oh, this is what the light bulb is like, and then you change it and you're like, oh my gosh, I can see so much better. It's a whole new world. You can also change out the style of light bulb. Maybe you want a smart light bulb so that you can switch around like the lighting depending upon how you're feeling or the time of day. Maybe you want red light. You can also switch out the style of bulb. Maybe you want an Edison bulb because you want more of an industrial or modern feel. You can use light bulbs to really, really usher your space into a new feeling. Light is so powerful when it comes to interior design, and light bulbs don't have to be very expensive. But those are all my tips and tricks to making your home feel brand new this new year without breaking the bank. Again, most of the things I shared in today's video can be accomplished for under $20, if not entirely for free. Let me know down in the comments which of these tips you are going to try this year, and if you have any other ones, share them down in the comments so that we can learn from one another. If you want to give Rocket Money a try, go to rocketmoney.com/DIY with KB, or click the link in the description box to get started with Rocket Money for free today, and you can unlock even more features with premium. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.